Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. I have Mary Wilson joining me because we're taking a look at the M3 Stuart Honey, as the British called it, because it is a British variant out of North Africa. Right off the bat, obviously, no stickers, all printing, so that's awesome, but holy smokes, do I love the way the camo scheme for this kit came together. I mean, it is just awesome looking.
Yeah, this tricolor camo in general, like I just love it. Like on the real tank, I thought it looked really cool. And it was fun to be able to like bring this, and you know, all the other camo I've done has been like very similar, just like kind of like more classic. But yeah, this was very cool to get this like these diagonal stripes going.
I think
nice.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's all.
No, I think it's funny too because, you know, you've been building a lot of these light tanks recently, so you're clearly perfecting your, I don't have much area to work with, but I have to have a lot going on smashed into this. What is there, 5 machine guns located on this thing? I mean, that's absurd.
Yep, there are 5 of them. And I thought this, so the edges here, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
So these ones on the side, I really enjoyed bringing these in because they were there before, but they were just kind of like some of our older models that I was basing this off of. They're just kind of like sticking out, just like flex tube. But I was really glad I was able to like improve the what pieces we were using to some with like the corners are cut off, so then it like sticks out how it really does.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just like such a little detail, but I really like that I was able to like capture that how it actually looks in real life. So.
Well, and anytime you can use the brick arms ends over the feed chutes, like right away adds that extra level of detail.
For real.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. So, and I like the little bit of color splashed in there, you know, it kind of just the red and whites on the side and front, nice to be able to print that. And then the brick-built sights coming out of the front, so teeny, so little room for you to work with for those hatch openings, but you got them in there.
Yeah. Yeah, in general, so like, I guess like hatches in general, I mean like the top one, you can fit your minifig in there, and then this moves up and down as well. And then even in the back, there's some hatches that open. So you've got
Fix the
both
engine.
of those. Yeah. Well, actually, like I'm pretty sure your minifig would have to lay down, but you can fit a minifig in there if you need some extra crew. But yeah. I really liked building this tank, mostly because of the part updates I was able to bring, because it seemed like the models before, like they did as much as they could with how like what Legos were then. But then even just like a few years later, like there's so many new bricks that I got to like swap out, so it was more accurate. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the update looks really, really clean. I mean, the finished product, me and Landon, when we were filming the sit rep for it on its release week, we're like, holy smokes, I mean, even the color coordination with the minifig and everything about this works. And then you add in the printing, the numbers on the side of that plate. I mean, that's insane to have that all done up like that. So it looks really, really good. Tell me a little bit about, so obviously approaching this model, once again, like I was saying, you don't have a ton of space to work with. You got some bigger bricks up in that turret, but you still kept it as kind of a small size. Was that a challenge at all?
The hull in general, that apart from like little like part updates, and I had to add like these like side skirt things, like the hull shape was pretty much like from the older models, so it was just like part updates there, so that wasn't too bad. And then with the turret, I'm trying to think, so the different Stuarts that we had like some had rounded edges, or like these were round in general, so I think it was more just like part swapping. And because I used the same technique for like the gun, and like it's about the same width as before, but it was just being able to like add these like, I guess like beveled edges, kind of, where like it is all angled in there. And it wasn't too bad, but I definitely like went through like 4 or 5 different variations before I like got how I wanted it. Because I think this is also like very slightly smaller than before because I wanted to be a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, right.
So I did try to like squeeze it in. It's just like one plate or one tile, like skinnier. But I really liked that it was like flush going all the way down to the bottom. So then there weren't any gaps along the way. But yeah.
Yeah, sleek is definitely what I would use to describe this model. I mean, it's definitely well constructed. It's playable, but it also has the details and the intricacies that you're looking for. And like you said, now that I'm looking at it more too, those machine guns, that really does make a huge difference, having those come out of those cornered angled plates like that. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, an excellent model. So they called it a honey because they really, really liked the way the tracks rolled. They thought it was a really, really smooth suspension system. They weren't a huge fan of the underpowered gun, but it was referred to as the Honey by the Brits because it did roll really well. So clearly a mechanical success in that regard, and obviously something that played an important role in 1941, which was the theme when this model initially came out. Anything else you want to cover about this specifically?
I don't think so.
Okay, sweet. Well, it does come with an updated British tanker, so let's kick things over to Landon now and take a little closer look at this minifig. All right, so new artwork on our British tanker.
That's right.
Stuart, let's talk a little bit more about what we're looking at here.
Okay, overall, first thing you might notice is this grungy texture that I've been kind of playing around with.
It's not a clean uniform.
Yeah, right. So I've played around in the past with fabric textures, with just a bunch of different things. I'm trying really hard to push into that realm of just grunginess, because 9 times out of 10 when you see a soldier in the field or a tanker next to his tank, he's dirty. They're in the battlefield. They don't have time to always keep their uniforms perfect. So when you're looking at these historical photos, you see these really grungy uniforms. So that's a little bit of what I'm playing with here. Just some dirt speckles throughout. I'm gonna keep pushing it, but it's fun to at least experiment with this. The jumpsuit that he is wearing, from what I could tell, appears to be more of an exclusive to sort of that North Africa region. I think they were produced in India.
Which would make sense given
Right.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the case. I don't think you see this really simple jumpsuit in European theaters. I could totally be wrong, but that's just what I was observing. It is a nice simple jumpsuit. Pocket, like a pocket on the torso and a pocket on the leg and one on the back. It's pretty much it. Got a pistol belt going on there in that Blancoed olive drab color with it, and then there's a drop leg holster. Tankers had kind of a specific holster, it appeared. Yeah, from what I could tell, it was specific to tankers. Maybe occasionally.
Yeah, if you're crunched up in there, it's easier to reach to your calf than it is on your hip.
So, and that was the thought. That was more of I think it was more of an early war pistol holster. They had a newer version come out later that was higher up. So that is just something that's unique to this tanker. Finishing it up, got a beret on top, and that kind of completes the minifigure.
Yeah. It's a cool combination. I mean, even just the tan works together, right?
I do think they kind of look.
Yeah, it really is just
nice together.
North Africa.
Good accent.
Give the Brits some love.
Yep.
Yeah, and I really like the way it all comes together. And obviously, no stickers, all printed. It's a really, really sharp looking thing, and deserving of some new artwork.
Yes.
Some updates.
It had been a while. So.
Yeah, exactly. Cool to see it.
Right on top.
So there you have it. That is a Designer Studio episode for the Stuart Honey. Thank you very much for watching.